find 5 animals. Touch them to get a closer look.
What? You're not going upstairs.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 20. Line. Two and a throw right away. Open man downfield is Hill. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Here as he's taken down. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. from his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. And what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 10, 5, and he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second point is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Touchdown! Now the try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Dolphins 16, Bills 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this returnable for Hill. For a Miami touchdown. He returns the punt 64 yards on the score. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Tua. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Tua on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
First quarter, with the score Dolphins 23, Bills 6.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first-half lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an intercept. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Tua now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tua sets up to pass it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. The extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 10 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now it's Hines. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On 2nd and a couple, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Number 10, Tyreek Hill.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. McKenzie now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in... He's got a man! Complete! And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 46 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Allen again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the 2nd quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So it's 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On play action, here's Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Black shot. 6, 7. Black ultra. White. Hey, blue. Ball red.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua, and going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
From the 24, Allen, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. This is Hines. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Naeem Hines, 49 yards.
And the Bills are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
This time, the extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On first down, Tagovailoa.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From midfield, here's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
It's 2nd down.
Here's Tua.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Amari Cooper, 36 yards.
And the Dolphins are pouring it on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
65. Bills 16.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. To the air, Allen. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go. Back.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Allen going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
It's 4th down.
One final try here for Allen. This is caught.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Hines is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen under pressure, and they got to him again.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, has thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Working the, and it's a fumble. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, you know, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra.